Here we go, friends. We have recover and roll today. So we do need a foam roller. If you don't have one at home, it is ideal that you have one, but I'll try to throw out some options. But we'll start with a quick warm up. I'll set my timer here. All right, let's start with a little hip opener. You're gonna drive the knee to your chest, find your balance, and then little hinge at the top, and let's do the same thing other side. So alternating. Oh my goodness, my balance. Okay, let's get with it. So, driving the knee to the chest, a little hinge at the top, alternating, opening up through your hips. I was just talking about class yesterday. My hamstrings are a little sore, I think from that Kendall squat. So, we'll spend a little bit more time on the hamstrings, hips, and a little bit more core today. And let's go one more each side. Good. Come into a nice wide stance. You're going to roll it down. We're going to add in some rotation. So nod your chin, roll it down one vertebrae at a time. Just kind of pause at the bottom, holding it here. Now you're going to reach your left arm up, twist and rotate. Set it back down. Other side. Right arm, twist and rotate. Set it down. And now roll it back up one vertebrae at a time. Reach the arms out and around. Circle it up, and then bring the elbows to the inside of your knees, opening up through your hips. And now stand it back up. Let's do the same thing. Nod your chin, rounding it forward. Articulating through your spine. Hands come to the floor. Left arm reaches up. And set it down. Other side. And return. And now roll it back up. Reach the arms out and around, circling up. And then draw the elbows to the inside of your knees, opening out. And then go ahead and stand it back up. Good. All right, so let's bring the arms forward, get a little rotation, opening up through the shoulders. And then we'll get into our exercises. Allowing the feet to swivel along with the hips. And let's go for one more each side. Last one. All right, let's grab our foam roller. And we're gonna start with some squats. So it's a little variation on a squat here. You're gonna place the foam roller to the front of your hips, palms facing the body. Now as you squat down, the foam roller is gonna roll against your thighs. Sink it nice and low, and then really push the hands into the foam roller, engaging your lats. And again, squatting it down, pressing the hands in, engage the lats, shoulders down the back. And again, squatting down and back up. Sink the hips back and return. Good. And again. So feet are parallel. I'd say just a little bit wider than your hips, not much. Let's go for two more. And last one. And now place the foam roller down onto the floor. We're going to use this kind of as a balance tool here. Hinge it forward. Think of donkey kicks. You're going to find your balance on your left leg. Your right knee is bent. You're going to press that heel up and then pull the knee back in. Extend, lift, and bend. Now I want you to think about, with your hands, kind of pressing down into the foam roller, and think of engaging your lat muscles. So we also have core working here. Spine stays neutral. Doing good. Hips stay square. We have about 10 seconds left on this side, then we'll switch. 3, 2, 1. Set the other foot down, find your balance, and here we go. So standing knee is bent. Exhale, lift. Inhale, draw it back in. So these are really our only two standing exercises, and we're going to bring it down to the floor. Hips stay square. We have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. All right, let's bring it down to the floor. Now at home, I'm gonna have you bring your left knee down and then right foot out to a lunge position, and that foot is turned out. Now you're gonna hold on to the ends of the foam roller, reach the arms overhead. From here, you're gonna lunge it over, kind of think of getting a lateral flexion, and then bring it back up, and then you're gonna tilt to the opposite side. And again, lunging it over, flex, and then other side. So it's kind of creating a rainbow, getting some shoulder work, abs, obliques, opening up through our hips. If this is too much for the shoulders, you can kind of just bring the foam roller to the front and still get your lateral flexion. Good. About 10 seconds left here. And we'll bring the foam roller forward. Finish out one more. Good. Keep that foot where it is. Set your foam roller down to the floor. Now you're gonna push the hips back, reach the arms forward, and then roll it back in. So I kind of give a side view here. Draw your hips back, and then return. So it's kind of a take on a child's pose, but you'll get more of a hip opener, a little stretch through your inner thighs. Nice one for your shoulders too. Okay, we have 2 more each. We'll do the same thing other side. Last one. Perfect, let's readjust. Finding that lunge on the other leg. So left leg is out to the side, diagonally from the hip. Reach the arms up, here we go. So lunge, up and over, and then rainbow to the other side. So this is a really sneaky one for your abs. Try to keep your hips stable as you tilt up and over. Good. About 10 seconds left. Finish out one more. And set the foam roller down. And then reach the arms forward, sink your hips back, and then roll it back in. So your choice here, if you want to kind of sit a little bit longer into that stretch, that's okay. And then next up, we'll target the abs a little bit more. Let's go for 2 more. And last one. Perfect. All right, gang, go ahead and take a seat. And you're gonna drape your legs on top of the foam roller. I'd say place your calves about mid-calf on top of the foam roller. We're gonna do your roll-ups. So we've done this exercise plenty of times before, but legs are gonna be elevated. So you're gonna flex your feet, roll it down, one vertebrae at a time. Arms come up by the ears, and then rolling it back forward. Try to keep the legs as still as you can, meaning no lifting and using your quadriceps. We have about another good 40 seconds here. Really pulling your belly button in toward your spine. 15 seconds. Finish out one more, and you're gonna roll all the way down to the floor and keep the legs draped on top. Now from here, flex your upper body forward, keep the flexion, lifting one leg, set it back down to the foam roller, and then other side. Now, if this is too much, you can always do this with the upper body down and focus more on the leg lifts, utilizing the quads and the hip flexors, getting a little stretch through the hammies. But if you're flexed forward, reach the arms long down by your sides. And legs stay parallel. Keep it up. About 10 seconds left, and we're gonna go into some hip bridges. 5, 3, 2, 1. Set your upper body down, bend the legs. You're gonna keep the feet directly on top of your foam roller for your hip bridges. Try to keep your roller stable. Exhale, lift your hips, and then inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. So we're just adding some instability in with your hip bridges. About 30 seconds left. And then we're going to elevate our hips after this. 10 seconds left. Three, two, one. Good. Set your feet down to the floor. You're gonna pull the roller in toward your butt. Lift your hips. Place the roller onto kind of the back of the hips, so more onto the sacrum, so that flat part of your butt. Reach the legs up to the ceiling. Now hold on to the ends of the foam roller. You're gonna hinge your legs in toward your head, and then send your legs long to a low diagonal, engaging your abdominal muscles. And again, hinging the legs in toward your body. And then exhale, send them long to your low diagonal. Compress your abs. Inhale, hinge. And exhale, send it long. Keep it going, just at your own pace. Maintaining a neutral spine, so that natural S-shaped curve. So we're gonna stay here for another 15 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and push the foam roller forward. Now we're going to readjust. Take that foam roller away, and then you're going to lie back down onto your back. You're going to place to the front of your thighs for dead bug. So a little take on your dead bug. Put pressure into the front of the foam roller. Maintain 90 degrees. You're going to send one leg straight. Pull it back in, then same thing other side. So you want to keep constant pressure into the foam roller with both hands. Try to relax through your neck. Doing good. We have about 15 seconds left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set both feet down, holding onto the ends of your foam roller. Flex it forward. You're gonna pulse it up. Little pulses. You can always do this without your foam roller. almost there. You have 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it all the way back up. Awesome job. We're gonna come onto all fours for a kind of a cat-cow position. Now, you're gonna sink it back to a child's pose. Reach the arms long. And now you're gonna arch your back up toward the ceiling, press the hands down into the foam roller, and then create that hollow belly. And then lengthen through the spine, sink the hips back. And then round your mid back up toward the ceiling, use your abs. Extend it back. And round. Extend it back. And round. Good, let's do one more. And round it up. Perfect. All right, from here, you're gonna bring your hands forward. Now, your knees are gonna come directly on top of the foam roller. Your toes are tucked under, so you're onto all fours. And you want kind of the bottom of your kneecap directly on top. Now, as you exhale, lift the right arm up to the height of your shoulder, set it back down, same thing, other side. So we want minimal twisting and rotating here, minimal shifting as well. If that's too much for the shoulders, you can always bend the elbow and just pull the hand up to the shoulder. Good. Try to keep your shoulders as square as you can. That's what's gonna make it more challenging for your abs. 10 seconds left, then we're gonna go right into a plank hold. In 5, 4, 3, 2, hands come directly on top of the foam roller. Send one leg long, and then the other side, hold it here. Option to do this down to your knees, or again, you can always do this without your foam roller. Seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Kind of roll through the wrists. It's a very wristy exercise. Take a seat. Now, you're gonna, again, hold on to the ends of your foam roller. Roll it off of your sits bones so you have a C-shaped curve. Now, you're gonna twist and rotate. Bend, press, other side. Twist, rotate, bend, press, twist. Bend, press, twist. So elbows kind of draw into the sides of your body. I want you to think about kind of putting pressure into the sides of the foam roller, engaging your pec muscles a little bit more. Ugh. Okay, doing good. 10 seconds left. Finish out one more. And center it back out. Awesome job. Let's roll out our hamstrings. Now you're gonna place the foam roller underneath the back side of your legs. Hands come back behind your hips. You're gonna prop your hips up and then roll it forward and back, forward and back. Now I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit further with my camera here so you can see a little bit better. Zoom, zoom, zoom. So you can go a little bit higher up into the insertion of the hamstrings. You can stay into one spot and literally just kind of open and close the legs, feeling the tendons moving around the muscles. But just really rolling out the muscles, helping increase range of motion, blood flow. And then take a seat, or set your hips down. You're gonna place the foam roller to your back. We did this one last week. And let's roll out your back. Place the hands back behind your head. Prop the hips up. And then nice and easy, just rolling forward and back. But we're primarily staying onto the mid back and upper back. We don't want to roll out the low back. And I am feeling this in between my shoulder blades, which tells me my back got worked yesterday. I get some cracking and popping along the way, self-adjustments. As long as it's not painful, that's okay. We're going to stay here about another 10 seconds, then we'll move on to the back of your neck. All right, go ahead and roll it forward, set the hips down. And then place the foam roller onto the back of the neck. I'm just gonna readjust my mic here. Holding on to the ends of the foam roller, you're just gonna tilt the head from side to side. Staying in any tender areas. Now, foam rolling can sometimes be like a deep tissue massage. Sometimes your muscles may be a little bit more sore afterwards, and that's okay. We'll stay here for about another 10 seconds. All right, gently release, roll it up to a seated position. We're gonna flip it over onto our quads. So kind of a boot camp style crawl here. Place it to the front of your thighs. Onto the forearms, you're gonna roll it forward and back. Feet can either stay down for this or up. Up is gonna give you more body weight pressing into the foam roller, so it's gonna be more tender. Rolling out the quads can sometimes be a really tender one, just depends. Good, go ahead and roll it back. And then go ahead and set your foam roller off to the side. And then let's just stretch those muscles that we just rolled out. So coming into a half kneeling position, let's tuck our pelvis under and then take a little lunge forward just to open up through the hips. So it's good to do a combination of that rolling and then stretching afterwards. And then send the front leg straight, draw the toes up, hinge it forward. So we rolled out our hamstrings, now we're gonna stretch. And go ahead and release. Let's do the same thing other side. Just gonna do a little switcheroo here. All right, so getting that little tuck under with your pelvis, little lunge forward, hold it here. And now send the front leg straight, square out your hips, hinge it forward for the hammies. And go ahead and release. Lastly, bring yourself onto both knees. You can do this standing, but let's bring your eye gaze down to your left armpit, gentle nod forward. So again, we rolled out our neck. Let's stretch it real quick. Same thing, other side. And go ahead and release. Awesome work today. Thank you so much for joining Recover and Roll. See you next time.